All right, let's see. Kick off this Vyper elevated steel build. Oh yeah. That's kind of what we're working with today. I'm gonna, I think, stage all the parts in the back. I'm excited to put this together. Made in the USA, that's cool. Like that. It's a limited edition drop like a lot of their products. Want something for the new studio here to, you know, be able to relax, take the weight off my legs. So been eyeballing these for a little while, probably about 6 months, the Vyper. And after a little bit of kind of bouncing back and forth, I landed on this elevated steel max. So I want to see what this is about. Should be kind of a good, more of a kind of a balance between, I guess, what I'd call a stool and a chair. So I'm gonna try to start putting this together. Not too fancy of an unboxing, but we'll get it done one way or the other. Got a little bit of little purple, but purple. It's kind of cool. Stage that out. Ooh. So I think this is, I can't quite remember, but I think this is the Void is the edition. So it's kind of a blacked out edition with kind of some underlying sparkles to it, which I've secretly always loved. A little bit of kind of subtle uniqueness. Let's see what we got. Ugh. Feels dirty to dump the handwritten note, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Got a little handwritten thank you note. Throw that over there. I think it has a coupon for later. It's of course snowing styrofoam from some of the packing, but yeah, so I think we got like black leather, a little bit of purple stitching. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Probably can't see it the best, but there's that. Mostly trying to pull all the pieces out here. So I can get this kind of in the camera. There's a little bit of a sparkle to it. Can adjust here. If you give me a sec, I'll give you a little bit of an overview when we get there of what all's hanging out, what it actually looks like up close. Let me get the snow off this stuff. These, of course, are a little pricey, but hoping to get what we pay for. It'll last me forever, so. Let's see. What are we missing here? I very quickly went through, they have YouTube videos for their different models of stools or chairs, whatever you want to call them here. So I got a quick idea on what to do and what not to. This is a, I don't know, the Pentagon part, as they call it. Let's see what else. Not missing too much on this side. So I want to kind of use this here in my new kind of studio area. So I'm looking for something, it's kind of a difference between a stool and a bench, right? That I can adjust based on what I'm building on. So if I want something further away from the camera, I can have it further away from the camera. Up or down, all around. Oh my gosh. pretty sure there was a right way to take that out, and that wasn't it, but we got it done. Just snowing styrofoam here. Just a little bit of static electricity, I think, but again, I'll zoom in here. Let's see if I can get, let me add another camera real quick. See what we can do. Give me 1 second. See what I can do. A little bit of a crude setup today. It's okay. Here we go. All right. 1 sec. To adjust. We're totally screwed up here. I don't want to show you what it looks like. Got a little bit of the purple stitching. It's kind of cool. Should let me do it this way. Make it full POV here. So yeah, cool. Made the USA tag. Purple stitching. Kind of see the shine on this now. Let's see. There you go. Get it kind of just in the right light. Maybe this piece will be easier. Yeah, there you go. So you know it's black, but when you get it kind of in the light, it's got a little bit of a chameleon effect to it. It's kind of cool. So that's at least a few of these kind of main structural pieces, what we have going on there. So we'll see what we can do to kind of keep that in the picture. And let's see, what do you want to see? Probably more of that and less of me, I would imagine. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Cool. So you got a cool sticker. This must be some bumper pads or something here. I feel like maybe I'm missing one part, but maybe not. Definitely missing something here. Oh my gosh, I'm missing more than one part. Duh. There's a much bigger box of bolts. Still snowing, still snowing. What else we got? Looks like all sorts of stuff. Glad you guys are paying attention. Bunch of casters. Let's see. I think I lost my source here. Give me 1 sec. There it goes. Kind of reconnected. So I'm laying out some of the casters. Looks like we got 5 total. And some straps. made a pretty good mess there. We got this huge hoop, which is part of our kind of final assembly. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. It's kind of peeling away there. Well, guess we'll maybe get a replacement, or maybe we'll just not be picky and deal with what we have there and just figure it out. Put a little piece of paint over it or something. Okay, I think got some pretty simple instructions here. Bunch of tools. So step one is to get all the parts in the whole box, put them together. So let's see here. I'm going to move these off screen, put them in the back, just for now, so we can lay out all these parts here. The void. So we're building the void. Oh my gosh, there we go. Pretty cool. Limited edition like most of your drops, but pretty cool. Pull out the hardware here. Looking for, I guess it's already on here maybe. Let's see. After one big nut, which may already be on what we're doing here, I think. One big one. Long ones. The instructions are pretty nice. Things are 1-to-1, so that makes it kind of nice. It looks like I use these shorter nuts. We're gonna go right here into our, give you a little bit better view here. Maybe. Do have a top-down camera, but you know, seems like can't be that fancy, right? So we'll do 5 of these. We're gonna unwrap this. say it appeared to be just a few wraps, so I can unwrap it versus cutting it might have been a smarter option, but you never know. Yeah, these are cool. I like that. Subtle coolness. That's a word. Very subtle coolness. All right, so that guy goes like that. And these guys go really just I think this is the style here. Get it lined up, which I believe it needs to be. Just for science, you know. I think these go in like that. I think. This kind of slides around. So I think that's going to work out how we want it to anyway. Let's see. Yeah, it should be all right. Not entirely sure if these go there, but I think they do. I guess this has to be powder coated. It's pretty nice. So, rinse and repeat. Get a few more of these guys going. There's both pieces that join these to kind of that center hydraulic and also to each other. So I think my plan of attack here, see these just finger snug, then we'll come back through and I think buckle the two that we have together there. Yeah. I think that's the plan. That's the plan. So I get change views here in a second. Well, might happen sooner than I thought because I'm pretty sure my over-the-shoulder camera just decided it was time to punch out for the day. So we will pivot to, there you go. Now you're going to see all the action that you can't see. I'll work on getting the, I have a top-down camera that's actually hooked up. I just don't have it really synced to all the things we're doing right this second. So as far as my ability to capture it, in the program I'm using, I don't have it ready. So we'll have to suffer for today. But soon enough, this will be standing up. It'll look cool. So, but let's see what we're doing. Let's see. Yeah, so this will be a nice touch. I mostly like to stand, but you know, sometimes you gotta sit. Your feet hurt, your legs hurt, you're tired, whatever. Ooh, void. That's cool. This one's got a little badge on the inside leg. It says Void Limited Edition Vyper. Pretty cool. Pretty cool? Cool, right? Cool. Hey, and look at that. Right amount of screws. It's like 3 little bears. Not too many. No extras. No shortages. Cool. I like that. So fresh and clean. So, all right. Check it out. Coming together, eh? That's kind of cool. Yeah. Now I have to do all these kind of joining bolts, little flange bolts here. Find the right ones, which I believe are the little shorter guys here. I think. And flange lock nut seems like a winner, right? What do we want? We want a flange lock nut? I think so. It's a bigger lock nut, it's a bigger bolt. What's this? Don't know. The numbers aren't right, so we're going to go this route. Okay. Do them all the same way, just for aesthetics, right? So it'll come from the outside to the inside. Make them very beautiful. Let's get them finger tight. What am I doing here? Nut, bolt. Nut, bolt, nut, bolt. Nut, bolt, nut, bolt. Shouldn't be that complicated, but feels like it is. Super Bowl Sunday. Game starts in 20 minutes, maybe. I think I'm sitting in here by myself, but if I'm not, feel free to holler. Or you can just lurk in the darkness. That's fine too. Watch me build this Vyper bench stool thingamabobber. We're doing the void. It's black at on first impression, at least to me, and then kind of like rainbow when the light hits it. And actually, depending on how I left this light, ooh, it's a green. It's a green. It's not going to help us much, is it? But I will have another sneak peek in a minute. I can grab another camera and check it out. Let's do that real quick. Now I just have to remember where I put them. I'm back, I'm back. Let's see. You know what I might do? Well, yeah, let me just move it in a little bit. I think that'll help more than anything, to be honest. About that far should do it, right? Oh yeah, there we go. It's much better. Can at least see a little more of the, maybe the sparkly shiny. Kinda, not really. Kinda, not really. Well, we'll keep going. I'm trying to get all the screws and nuts in the same way. You know, just because, for science. We like to do things just for science. So on this channel, this is kind of my ice-breaking stream on YouTube. But we're going to build lots of cool stuff. 3D print lots of stuff. lots of electronics, a lot of innovation, a lot of commercial products, all that fun stuff. All right, what's it say? I think we got that part done. So this large piece, this is for our seat. So I'm gonna move this over here for a minute. Do not tighten bolts, it says. So, guess what? I guess we won't tighten bolts. Okay. More snow. And I almost need like a, I need to print like a, I guess I could put it in here, huh? Oh, look at that. That should go maybe in the instructions. Yeah. I mean, seems like common sense, but might not have it laying in front of you to do. So, got lucky on that one. We'll play it cool. All right, so now we need these bad mammer jammers. And what do they call these guys? I guess kind of a brace. Like with any roll of tape, you gotta find the end here. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Okay, so we got, these are, I think, just kind of a powder coated or some sort of coating, but we got 5 of them. And we're supposed to stack them with the curve on the inside. I think you kind of alternate them. Let's see what we need for bolts, though. Okay. So 15. These are bigger. Those almost balance up there, but not quite. So there's 5 of these bolts, and they look to be shorter than the other alternatives here. So that's a long bolt. There's 4 of those bolts. That's kind of a separate pile of stuff, so I'm going to keep that separate. Black bolts. I mean, flange bolt, black zinc. Got to be it, right? 5 big guys for the casters. Hey, the shoe fits. There we go. All right, so we're going to do those, and then we need 5 of these lock nuts. Doesn't look like we need any washers or anything weird. So we're gonna dump those out. Need to throw some trash out of the way. I don't know why we're accumulating trash for fun here. All right. And these run into the casters. I did skim their install video quickly. And one thing it said was, well, don't do that. One thing it did say was to, wait, hold on. Let me get my, that goes between the casters and that, yeah, okay, that's right. One thing it said to do was to offset or to opposing sides on your lockable casters, just to help that. Okay, yeah, that looks right. These seem too long, though. I mean, they're not, but I don't have anything shorter, do I? Nope, nope. They seem too long. Oh, yeah, I see why. These nylon washers, yeah, are supposed to go down also. Okay. It's kind of a balancing act, so look at that. I did better than the guy in the video. I'm just saying. Better than the dude on the video. Watch it fall. All right. So, and then these have to overlap. So another thing I'm missing right here. Look at that, man. It's like magnetic in my mind here. All right. So that needs to go there. Then the caster's going to go on. Then we have a nylon washer, spacer, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the cool kids are calling it these days. And then, oops, hold on. Nobody caught that. Put that on backwards over here. Now everything's gonna fall apart. Now it's all gonna fall apart. Okay. So these curves gotta go on the inside. Come on, there we go. We're coming back, round 2. Curve on the inside this time. Curve on the inside, there we go. Bolt from the bottom through 2 pieces of support material and then the nut. And honestly, this isn't that difficult of a build so far. I'm just making it look complicated, I suppose. There we go. I really like this powder coating, aside from the part that arrived chipped, but we won't talk about that. All right, so I need to pay attention to my locking casters too. That one's a free roller. Free roller. Here's a locker. Yeah, it was free roller. So this one's got a little locking mechanism on it, so we'll just go ahead and put one of those on while we're trying to pay attention here in hopes I don't forget about it. Okay. So there's that, another lock nut. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Okay, now let's order operations. Another one of those guys. Okay, wait, actually, hold on here. So I want to go down, and then I want to go, let's see, wait, down. My question is, do I stair step these or do I alternate? Because if I want to alternate the overlay, right, then I feel like overlaying it makes more sense. Because otherwise you're always going up. So that's going to be this one. I didn't do it. This one should be on top, I think. Not a mathematician, but if I was, I feel like that should come out of there. Undo it. That should come through there. Yeah, I think, so we have to overlay these as they come across. I think like one on top, one on bottom, across the board. Because otherwise you're gonna stair step up until you get right to the, that was a sweet catch if you saw that. Get a stair step up till you get to a point of no return. And then your last one will have maybe a crazier angle than we would want. So this one's on top, these two are on the bottom, which means this cool looking guy, if I put the angle the right way, the curve rather, we'll go that way. Okay, so we got a locker over here. We see our little footstool. So we'll do, I don't know, we're not gonna put one right here, I know that. So we'll do a bolt, caster, a nylon washer. I think it's a nylon washer. Spacer. Maybe some other material. Okay, there's that. Now over here would be a good point. So okay, so that's on top. So this one we're going to put down below on the bottom. Okay. And I think looks pretty good. I think that was a wise choice. And then so now I can either put the lock here or here. I don't think it really matters, either lock and caster. I'll just go ahead and put it here, I guess. Kind of surprised. That was one thing I picked up from the video. I'm kind of surprised I remember to do it, to be honest. The guy had a good point, and the whole idea is to like, so you can lock it from, you know, you don't have to like spin the chair around if you're like, got your hands full and need to lock it to sit down or something. All right. Then you have kind of that option to hit the casters on multiple sides. Get up there. Cool. Yeah, this is, I mean, honestly, it's kind of cake so far. Cool. So everything's finger tight. Whoops. Keep thinking this bag's empty and it's not. So there we go. Check it out. It spins. So that's the bottom of our stool. Now there's a whole mess of other bolts. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't screw that up, but I'm not entirely sure where the other hoop goes. Oh, I see. It clips onto here, so. I think if we're cool, we're gonna be brave. Oh my gosh. I think this thing was like, I think the box weighed like 42 pounds, so, you know, it's not, nothing too crazy, right? For weight. All right. Got a little oil on my hands. A little beard oil, you know. All right, let's see. So this we just set on there for fun, which is probably now permanently on there. Those desk chairs always do that. Okay, our brakes are more or less in opposing corners, even though it's a pentagon, so it can't really be. There's as cross as they can get for now. Get in there. Get in there, everybody get in their holes. Yeah, looking pretty good. All right, hoop, hoop, hoop. So this is my hoop. Goes on the bottom. Let's see, got a little chip there, which isn't, kind of came that way out of the box. I don't know what happened. If it was manufacturing or shipping or, you know, who knows, such things. Okay, and then the video that I didn't watch, that I did watch. So to put that, these little loops on the side of, which is kind of crazy that, oh, I see. So to put all these, align them on the side with the bolts. So we'll do what they say. It may or may not matter. See. So the bolt from the outside, the nut from the inside. Okay. Bolt from the outside, nut to the inside. Yeah, I figured this would be nice to roll around in, you know? Roll around in style. At least that's the plan. Okay. Holy moly. All right, there we go. Looking good, looking good. some point it kind of said like leave all the bolts loose and then snug them up towards the end, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I think some of these steps I could have tightened them already, and some I'm supposed to leave them loose, but we're just kind of rolling with it. I have enough assembly experience on the side of the world to kind of roll with the punches as far as hopefully I can figure out what's happening here. Super Bowl's in like 2 minutes. Super Bowl! Oh my gosh, somebody made a huge mess in here. Cool, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I think we more or less have the bottom of this void. It feels smooth. Too cool for school. Okay. This part I don't quite understand. Let's see. I'm not sure it wanted that on there quite yet, even though I put it on there. Okay, and this flat piece. Doing something like that. Right. 4 short bolts, I saw those. Man, look at all this trash you left out. The heck? You guys think this is? Alright, 4 bolts, 4 nuts. Gotta be for this, right? 4 bolts, 4 nuts. Can't be a coincidence. There we go. Building this little base plate here for the seat. It looks like there's 4 bolts that go in here. One. Suppose that noise is like shop life ASMR, right? The correct threading of a nut. I think we're okay. Not quite sure on the order of operations here, but there's not really too many holes hiding in there, so I think we're okay. The instructions are pretty clear, but just not stepwise. There's step 1, 2, 3, 4, which is all like pretty obvious, and it shows how things go together, but not really how they more or less the bolt path, but not as much as like what goes on top of what or what goes in what order. So anyway, easy enough. It's not that complicated of a situation we're in here, so I'm sure we can work it out. All right, so I'm gonna grab this seat. Actually take this. I think it's solid enough for now. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. There we go. Okay, back to this part. And I think we're back to the seat cushion maybe. Cool, cool. Trying to get a bunch of oil and who knows what on that. All right, so this thing's got a million holes in the bottom of it, all to one side. I think that is gonna drop right like, ooh, maybe I should have done that last. I think I should have done this last, actually. I believe that was a incorrect installation order. Try to bust through this quick here. Cool. Let's see. So we got 5 bolts. Bolts, screws, what do you want to call them? That's 1, so that's definitely not it. It's gotta be these guys, I suppose. Sure feels like a winner. A little bit of a star pattern to line it up here. On my first YouTube live, I was expecting like 60 people in here saying a bunch of comments. Crickets, crickets. And I do believe we're going to go ahead and tighten this. Mostly because it'll be inaccessible after the fact, so there we go. Holy cow, it's the wrong size. Let's see. Who's running this operation, man? Snug. Snug. All right. Now the question is, I do think, actually, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder now if I need to, oh, that piece kind of aligns like that, okay. Well, now that I'm holding it, let's go ahead and put some screws in it. I mean, why not, right? A little jiggle and a wiggle, and hopefully it goes in there. Starting them all by hand and then doing them without power tools. It's kind of what they want. I'm sure people get a little froggy with impact guns and things, especially the crazy guys buying these chairs trying to, you know, actually have air compressors and shop tools and things. Getting a little froggy with putting them together, I'm sure. Chipping the powder coat and whatnot. Stripping out things. Try to keep my heavy breathing out of the mic here. The storm outside, it's like windy and rainy, and I don't know what else is going on out there. trying to kind of nicely work this in, not wanting to scratch up the powder coat's kind of an incentive to take it easy. All right, so now we got this kind of thing going on here with our cushion. Pretty fly, right? Okay, now, is there a front and a back? Is there a front and a back? I don't think so. Oh, I see. Okay. It's gonna go, did I put that part on right? Oh, I got lucky and I did. Yeah. Okay. Put these bolts back in that were already in once. Check my phone real quick. Okay. There. Oh my gosh, let's see. Get out of there. Not really sure where this oversized washer, 27, is supposed to go. This hasn't been that many screws, but for some reason my fingers sure feel it. It's really been really too hard at all. Oh, must be out of shape for doing screws here. All right, there's that, and then this piece, where does it go? There's some spacers. And you guys are leaving your trash all over again. All right, so that comes, where does the V go? Just like that. These go out. It's a little, I guess, I don't know if they're really nylon this time, they're sort of plastic. A big screw. What is this guy? 5.5 inch. Holy moly. Okay, now we need a washer or two and a lock nut. So that was kind of nice. I kind of kept all that stuff set off to the side because it looked like it belonged together, and it would have caused myself more work trying to sort through stuff, which worked out. So looks like we go there, there, there. Feeding this long screw here through, and I already screwed up because pull it all the way back out because this needs a washer, and then it goes through here, then through there, then through there, then through there. Okay, I think we more or less got everything. Well, not everything, but we're real close to finishing this up. And this funny rubber thing we had earlier goes along the back. I think of this spike kind of thing here. It's effectively just weather stripping. And I guess it's probably just probably a common spot that people chip it, I guess, maybe. Not sure. So we'll assume, I think that's where that goes. Yeah. Wrap around. It's pretty, pretty simple solution. But if it works, it works. So we'll put that on there. I didn't do it. Some cables falling in the background here. There we go. Looks pretty clean. Pretty clean. Cool. See that sparkle again for what it's worth? No, not really. I'll show you when it's done here. Cool. All right, I think we're done with that. Last but not least, put the hydraulic cylinder in, which, we already did. And, ooh, we got a backrest. Let's put that on. Check it out. It says Vyper. Pretty cool. Got the purple stitching again. Because why not? It's kind of crazy because, I don't know, at some point, kind of started liking, electric watermelon colors. So purple's not exactly that, but, we'll go with it. What do you know? The four screws we have left fit right in there. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'd give this, I'd say there was no challenging parts of the assembly. Maybe a little more Lego-esque instructions. They could, they're not bad. They're good instructions. You could do, a little bit more clarification. Some of it's my rushing and patience too. So, but I think, honestly, I skimmed their videos, a 9-10 minute video on assembling this specific model. I kind of just skipped around a little bit, sped around a little bit, watched maybe less than 60 seconds of it, picked up a few tips. And I built a lot of stuff, but it was pretty easy to assemble. So, I like the Made in the USA tag. Represent, right? That's cool. Yeah, so let's see. Should we go for it? I think we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna put it up here just to be cool. I think, ultimately, I'm gonna have to pull the camera back to where we started. Still don't know if it'll get the full effect here, but we'll try. What do you think? Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? Oh, more or less. Trying to smoke my microphones up top. Yeah. It's pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Let me grab this other camera just to kind of, before we kill the stream, give you a little bit more of a intimate look at it. Well, let me fix this up. All right, here we go, here we go. Come on, come back on, there we go. So you look, that sparkle, got that black with the purple. Kind of pretty, huh? There's our void tag. Can I see that? real heavy duty, real nice. Got tiny little bolts. Got our Vyper. And then cool Made in America tag, which I like that too. So this back piece is also got that kind of the limited edition. So you got the stitching, the sparkle, and then kind of on the bottom. So pretty cool. Overall, hope you enjoyed it. Let's shrink this guy back down. But yeah, we'll get to tightening the bolts and the rest.